You can go there a bit, but don't lean out a lot. You can feel. A couple was buried under the ground because of anti-tank-guided missile. The corner of this forest edge is full of assholes. They are all around here.
Оце одуваш, оце вже цей лісочок, це вже везде тут підери.
You can tell them fuck you. If we talk a little louder, they will hear us perfectly well. Like that. Let's go further. Let's go. I just went to the military enlistment office in Rivne and said that I'm a volunteer, willing to serve, go to the war. They sent me to health checks and fitness assessments. I passed physical examinations and they said they will call me back. So in 5 minutes after I left the military enlistment office, they called me and said to be ready the next day at 9 a.m. with stuff.
Страшно не було.
It wasn't scary. Eventually, I'm a man, and my first duty is to defend my family, my relatives, all the country. To go to the war was easy for me. I was ready for everything that could happen. The only thing I struggled with was to leave my relatives. I was earning money in Poland when I got a call from home and they said that there was a shelling on the 24th of February and that the war started. I left my job and came back to Ukraine. They came to us, not vice versa. We need to get rid of them. If I didn't have a rifle, I would run with a stick. I'm a man. I'm obliged. I have a duty. I know how to use a weapon. I'm quite aware of the tactics of different units at any locality. That's why my place is in the ranks of the army. First of all, I have 3 children waiting at home. Then it's business, settled life, and I'm not going to lose it all. And that's submitting patriotism, but despite me speaking Russian, I will give a head start to those who don't miss a rally waving a flag, believe me. On the 24th of February I was at work, finished 2 shifts in a row because there was nobody to change me, and went to the military enlistment office. My motivation is my family, as I know there is no one but me to defend it. That's why I came here.
Плюс. Вон ваш розрив.
Бачу, перелетів, да.
Вони що, висаджуються, до перекрестка не їдуть?
Ні, їдуть.
Ні, поки їдуть.
In the mountain, to the battle. To the battle. Boroda, D1 shot 2. Boroda, we are there, ready to ride. The gunner, right down, range elevation is 141, level Molten 4, azimuth instrument, point 16, sight and report, 1 missile, fired. Boroda, more to the left. Bomb drop, are they yours? Ours are here. That's all, the second hard locker. The units were, in most of the cases, made of conscripts. That means people who went on patriotic basis, who wanted one thing as the whole country, to get rid of the invader, not to let Rusnya get into the depth of our country and take any territories. The brigade was absolutely raw, as it was created from scratch. That means people were gathered from different regions of Ukraine, with different life experience. Not everyone was military. Before the war, I was a game designer, a developer of video games. A lawyer, but worked in a construction industry, who made buildings warm and beautiful. When meeting someone, I tell everybody that I'm a born electrician, a nice job, not dusty. I was preparing the churches to be painted and partially painted them. I was a cook before the war, but studied law. I work at a plant as a manager of processing units. I was a military man, an entrepreneur, a migrant worker, worked in Germany lately. In short, I was everywhere. I was an ordinary facility design engineer. I laid out plans of buildings, planned them starting from single footing, bulk, floor structure. The war made us all equal, everyone, entrepreneurs and workers, designers and tile setters, welders. Everyone became as one. Everybody went to the war. All of us know the motivation, what for we are here and what we do here. The motivation helps us to get closer to the victory. I assume that it is better that our brigade was created with the conscripts, not with the contract military, as people came here because of their own willing. Not only me, a lot of people came here from abroad to the war. They were consciously aware of where do they go and what to do, to defend their own land, because the assholes butt in. They came to our house and bothered our old people. Don't let babies be born and see this life from the other side, as it should have been. One word, assholes. When I came here at first, I saw a lot of bewildered people who didn't know and understand what to do. The brigade was a newly created one, and the people from Joint Forces operation weren't numerous. And though guys who were from that operation and understood where they are and what were the fights back then, said that it was not like it is now. Now it's regular forces. The war. The first difficulty was a very weak preparation of the armed forces personnel. That's because the brigade was being formed utterly weak for 2 weeks, and in 2 weeks it was sent to keep the defense of the Avdiivka city. A lot of people were newbies, and each one needed an instruction of what to do and when to shoot. It is called the null point. You may create such an angle with your hands to show exactly where the rival is. Everything that is in the sector is the place for the enemy. The question is where, from, and with what they work. The guys were sitting there and dug with them. Everything started to explode and one of them put his phone to film the road. And this dummy was sitting quietly and then decided to jump out. It was scary the first day when we just arrived. When you got here and then got the understanding that you were at war. Then it was a little bit scary. The first fight was the first day. The first 5 minutes, in fact, when we arrived. Some were even without bulletproof vests. I just took off my helmet and gave to those who were without armor, as the explosions were very close to us. There was a counter-battery fire going on. We just set the firing area, started firing, and in literally 5 minutes we got a shell. In April, before the Easter, we changed the 25th Brigade. Guys went away and we just set the firing emplacement and they started shooting us with the tank. The feelings are definitely unforgettable. But we were working, firing back. It was in the Avdiivka mine. Then we were firing from everything they could. Panzers, howitzers, BM-21 grads, they were burning us. 10 minutes equal 10 boys. 300. It's ours. 300, 200, and 5 more went missing. Regular procedure we go. Set the firing area, report that we are ready. 58, 50, over. And wait for the aim. At that moment the enemy most likely noticed us and started shooting us. We saw that the shells were already exploding around us. That was a close shot, but at that moment we were already set for the aim. Oh fuck, wow. So we completed our firing and quickly got out of there.
Бойові пуски і швиденько звідти покинули вони позицію.
Oh bitch. While saying goodbye, when my smaller son hugged me and asked me quietly whether I won't die at war, well, I promised him not to. Don't worry about me, my love. I'm standing still with my friends. Our belief and strength are invincible, and they defend me in fight. We are awakening Kazakh's power that calms down the evil. For you, for our son, and for our small daughter, a lot of years Kakus will predict us, because our spirit hasn't been won over yet by anybody. The enemies get their condign bullets from me, and to you, I send the love from God. Let's go, it's high time we got away from here. That's something new. What was it? I hear a drone. Let's go away. Vova, where are you? We were noticed. Sure we were. I always do battle management somewhere there, I don't sit here. Luthi, beware in front of you and wait Chaika. Very carefully, don't get distracted. Yes, it's already there. Let them hide under the steel, not to sustain casualties. 140 from Luthi. They're shelling Chaika. Oh, one more near Chaika. Well, boys, let's calm down. Get into the shelter, everybody. It's like a Swiss watch with a lot of gyro wheels which spin. The mechanism. One spins slower, another one spins faster. One that is responsible for the movement of clock hands makes very small and abrupt moves, but without that, the mechanism wouldn't work. So our task, when we were formed into the one conscript brigade, was to find each one a place in this Swiss mechanism.
Знайти кожному місце у цьому швейцарському годиннику.
First of all, it is personal policy. To the corresponding positions, professional officers were assigned, the so-called skeleton of the brigade. Then, in interaction with the petty officer, we appointed the most qualified soldiers who had service in army before, had experience in military operations. Went to the new place, was worried and afraid. The command is quite young, energetic, with creative thinking. Commander of the brigade, chief of staff, chief of artillery, a lot of unit commanders, guard company commander, who is a man with bolts of steel in the brigade. They were given the chief surgeon's positions. And what's important, the training of the military personnel started. Organization of lessons, shooting practice. The war has shown that the best shooting range is the theater of operations.
Полігон для підготовки – це є театр ведення бойових дій.
Час іде.
Time flies. We get used to the war. We are not worse than NATO warriors. We cope with all the tasks we get. Well, we do our job really well.
Задачами, які нам поставлені, ну і дійсно вдало, гарно виконуємо свою роботу.
We are driving now to fire enemy positions with the 60mm mortar. We will bother them. We will dump 2 boxes of ammunition. On this route we usually turn on the Sankaksa Avdiivka coke plant, because Avdiivka coke plant is here on the left. That's the tradition. The Avdiivka coke plant is kind of mortar for me. It has a hard fate, yeah. Imagine, more than 500 missiles have already targeted the territory of the Enterprise. Again, I can't understand why. Now at this plant there is no military men, no military equipment. There are only civilians, the workers of the Enterprise. Those who try to save this enterprise, risking their own lives to restart it further and live in this town, providing for their families. Now, if to watch and film from here, there were explosions. It is the coal storage. A big explosion there was. The biggest question, the fullest idiocy, what for they needed to destroy this infrastructure. It's just a strategy. If we cannot take it, we need to destroy it. There are examples: Severodonetsk, Solidar, Bakhmut, Vuhledar. They understand that they will not win over Ukraine, so they destroy as many objects as possible. Make as much evil, not only to the country in general, but to the specific territories, communities and citizens as they can.
Дійсно біди не тільки державі в цілому, а й конкретно там певним територіям, певним громадам, певним мешканцям цих громад.
That is their inner nature. Those are not human beings.
Ну, це навіть не люди якісь там. Місто зруйноване.
The town is destroyed. To say in percents, sometimes journalists ask how the town is now, which percentage of it is destroyed, how much is damaged. The problem is that we cannot even really figure it out. This level of damage, sometimes it's 20, 30 or even 40 shellings a day. We cannot physically count it, even take photos of all that. And we see that some buildings got damaged a couple dozen of times.
40 обстрілів в місто летить. Фізично ми навіть це не можемо все порахувати. І навіть сфотографувати всі ці прильоти. Ну і ми ж бачимо, що в деякі будинки вже декілька десятків разів прилетало.
Is it like that every day here? Yes, every day. I have already got used to it. We live at the null, roughly saying all the time, hear the shellings or get them. Everybody get used to it. Nobody's really afraid of it now. So what works further there? You may already fire. I am firing. Fire. Trajectory time 48 plus. Fuck. But the infantry fighting vehicles haven't disembarked fully. Only 2 of them have. Roger, roger. Look out, there should be more. Let's see. Good job. And Reed, look closer where the enemy infantry is. Don't have mercy on them. There should be scouts killed in any case. Firing. Fuck. Oh well. Do you see them? See? Getting ready. Something is on. We've ruined them.
Посипали.
Look, they're still on their way. They are crazy. A tank is going to the square. Say everyone to destroy this fucking infantry vehicle with infantry. And don't relax because of the second vehicle which stands already. Is it starting? Yeah, they drive. Fuck. Where are the javelins? Yeah, got them. Fine. Now infantry should go. Oh, there are a lot of them there. Use the tank. And this infantry should be killed with machine gun. We noticed the first success is probably when the first enemy got kicked. I remember this like today, though it was not at once because everybody had a shock at the beginning. The shooting of any caliber affects the personnel psychologically. But when the enemy went on for another attack and the infantry defeated the attack with minimum losses of equipment, they got a tremendous rush of adrenaline. And they understand that they are not immortal. They overcome their temper, fear, moral fatigue, and then they become more confident. People start process of sped-up learning. They grow by minute. They were so absorbing and so quickly could command people. There are leaders who were seen then abruptly.
Настолько быстро они могли командовать другими людьми, есть лидеры, которые резко начали проявляться.
It was the 26th of April. I remembered because of an association with the Chernobyl tragedy. Our enemy was very active in the area of responsibility of the 2nd Battalion. And it happened that my platoon got there without me, so I went out alone. I got to the stronghold, I found my platoon, and it happened that the company commander got a wound during operation. Where to? Leave me. We won't leave anybody here. And I took over the company. There were representatives of 5 different squads. Commandant Platoon, Field Communications, Repair and Restoration Battalion, the 2nd Battalion, the 503rd Marines Battalion. There were awfully lots of people, 70. And I understood when you were running around there actively gathering and they see their commander who is with them all day, I understood that we won't go anywhere already. We will stay here and then we'll move forward. And that situation stimulated the command to appoint me to the position of a company commander. The most difficult for a commander is to make decision in an emergency situation. Irrever decision can lead to casualties. People in an infantry fighting vehicle couldn't even get out. They were being shot from every side. And they were shouting into the radio set. Those screams are just mind-blowing. It is the worst part to hear as they scream, "Help, help, we're being killed." Being on remote is the worst. It's like knife in testicles. Wounded? Чайка. A bad one? Shrapnel.
Осколочний. Осколочний куди? Нога осколочна.
Wait for the stretchers in the shelter, don't go out. It's Kuzma. Where did they want to evacuate? They cannot go out, there's a bomb dropped there, right onto Hunter. What Hunter? I've seen it's away. A commander should always learn, be as a sponge which absorbs all the time any situation. If a commander doesn't want to think, if he doesn't want to make decisions, then he'll be visiting funerals. Mind is always busy. Even when I talk with you, I think what's going on there at the forefront. Attaboy. Where shall we evacuate the wounded? Fuck. Okay.
Добре. Іди, Цедик. Долбоящери їбані.
It's very hard morally, not physically, but morally, as each loss goes through you. You are like a net for the dead people, as you were the one saying, "Let's go" to them.
Загиблих людей, тому що саме від тебе йшли фрази «вперед».
Hello. What do you have here? He got wounded in the groin. Let's go, boys. Aren't you nauseous? One moment, darling. One instant. Hurts? Very much? Now you may have an unpleasant bitter taste in the mouth and a slight dizziness. Tell me if you get nauseous, okay? The scariest, that I can evacuate not in time and not provide reasonable assistance when the help is really needed. The scariest thing is not to save. There was a friend. He was in Afghanistan, worked in police. Gena Pinchuk. I met him in Pokrovsk. He got killed. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. A lot of guys are really nice, and it is always painful and mournful to me when someone of them passes away. Because here everybody is the best I've known and know. Turn off, I get tears. Fuck, turn it off.
Найстрашніше на війні, що
The most scary at war is that people die. Civilians die and military men too. In the 21st century, war seems to be very uncivilized.
Це дуже нецивілізовано.
Дзвонять там батькам там чи дружині та
They call their parents or wives and say that your husband or son is not alive anymore. I don't imagine how it's for them, what they feel.
Що вони там відчувають, що...
If you must die, you will die, doing whatever you want. And if you must leave, you will leave whatever happens. I just got used to such principle not to worry. It's easier to live like that and serve. Did you look the death in the face? Yes.
Постріл! 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 Постріл!
Між нами і ворогом.
Between us and the enemy there is an obvious difference. We fight for our freedom. A lot of people went as volunteers to defend themselves, their homes, their loved ones, mother, children. We have a particular motive and acute understanding that we defend our land. The enemy in most of the cases is with brains rotten from propaganda, on opaque motives for earning money. It's what I saw in their army. They do everything for money and for the things they can get in civil life that is given to them by war. It's raping, looting, full anarchy in action, murders.
Це гвалтування, грабіж, повна анархія в діях, вбивство людей.
Once in 2014, when I was aiming at separatists, I saw somebody's father, son, brother. Now I don't see it that way. I see occupant. I don't have mercy for them now. Just to see what firepower we have, where the positions are, even where our artillery is, they just throw people as meat, just to find our artillery. For them, a military, a soldier is just meat. They're being pushed in the backs, sending to the tasks probably not prepared military personnel, maybe not ready. There were a lot of cases when a commander arrived, disembarked his infantry, got away on a car and infantry ran further. In our army it's impossible. I don't say that everything is perfect here, we pursue the best, but the parity that is in front of us will never get down to such level. I was saying about that those assholes don't have such closed loopholes. Here is a loophole. It has a roof and an opening. That means it won't defend from a direct hit, but it will save from frags and grenades. Yes, you put your gun there and fire. And you feel safer, you feel calmer. See what I've found. A knife. Do you have vampires here messing around? With a wooden stake. That's one for training. In here it's utterly well. There's a small stove, kitchen, shelf. When you do something for yourself, you do it without a hitch. The person that comes from newbies, and then after the first shelling, we can understand who he is, how he holds on, and whether you consider him trustworthy already or not. Should he be allowed some weaponry or not?
Чи ти вже вважаєш, чи можна довіряти, чи не вважаєш? Чи можна йому з якоїсь там озброєння, чи не можна?
So how do you receive the junior sergeant title? What is your post now? Senior gun aimer.
Не знаю, чого ще.
Then no. Oh fuck. That's when we buried an asshole. The boys are burying an asshole. I besprinkle him slightly, tried a little bit, in a Christian way though. Have you killed the enemy? Yes. A lot? I don't count them. It's just enemy. Here is the aim. Three are there. This one will never see the world again. Oh no, he's still moving. We need to go in for kill. So get back and use the grenade. There. What a morning. French elevation 690, 690. The main one 2977, 2977. Waiting for the fire. There. Let's do that. There he's running. Aim there again. Do you see assholes are running away? Do you see or no? They're through the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Friends, assholes are away. You may come in. Over. Our brigade has achieved such a level that we are somewhere in the middle between infantry brigades in the armed forces of Ukraine.
Серед бригад механізованих.
And as we're a newly created one, between the newly created ones, we are one of the leaders. I'm proud of my soldiers, as you know, not everyone will man up to jump out of the ditch to finish an enemy car just 30 meters away. I'm fully satisfied with the work of our brigade, our units, how steady we do it and don't give up, and we won't. That's it. Good job, guys. To Junior Sergeant Koval Alexander Mikhailovich. To Lieutenant Chernykhivsky Vadim Alexandrovich. On September 22nd, the brigade received a battle flag from the President of Ukraine. Our brigade and all the military personnel earned this battle flag with blood and sweat. If a brigade or a unit gets a battle flag, that means the acknowledgement of this unit, that it showed itself as a really capable one.
Цього підрозділу, що він показав себе дійсно як боєздатний підрозділ.
The victory will be ours in any case. Despite their millions rockets, it all ends. But the spirit of Ukrainian people and Ukrainian guys, you cannot break it up. Never. The first thing that I will do after the war, probably like every man who is here now, I will get really drunk, will have a hangover, let the dogs lick my face. I will hug everybody, a long list of people, really. I will get married when I come back. I want to get free faster and go to my family. I will get back home to my wife, my family, my kids, will hug them, and then I'll sleep for 2 days in a row. Sleep at night, not getting cold, just be happy because of life. We'll shake hands with every military who serves in our brigade, because on their shoulders we hold such attacks right now.
Боже, дубль номер 2.
Давай!
Леня, я тогда снимаю, а ты чем это? Я это не...